So many situations come up in our lives every single day. Most of those things, if I'd only be reminded that I need to pray and take those things to God. My task in my life is to pray, and God will take care of those things. Matthew 7 says, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. And that means to keep on asking, to keep on seeking, to keep on knocking. Nobody knocks on the door one time and expects somebody to answer, but you keep on knocking and you do it multiple times. God in His wisdom will answer for His glory and for His honor. The story goes, a man was sleeping one night in his cabin when suddenly God appeared. The Lord said He had work for him to do and showed him a large rock in front of his cabin. The Lord explained that the man was to push against the stone with all his might. So day after day, this is what the man did. For many years he toiled from sun up to sundown, his shoulders set squarely against the cold, massive surface of the rock, pushing with all his might. Each night the man returned to his cabin sore and worn out, feeling that his whole day had been spent in vain. Since the man was showing discouragement, Satan entered the picture by placing the thought into his mind, you have been pushing against this rock for a long time, and it hasn't moved. And therefore he gave the man the impression that the task was impossible and that he was a failure. These thoughts discouraged the man and he began to lose heart. Satan said, why kill yourself? Just put in your time. Just give the minimum effort, and that'd be good enough. So that's what the man planned to do. But first he took it to God in prayer. He said, God, I've labored long and hard in your service, putting all my strength to do what you asked me to do. And all this time, I've not even budged that rock 1 inch. Why am I such a failure? The Lord responded compassionately, my friend, when I asked you to serve me and you accepted, I told you that your task was to push against the rock with all your strength, which you have done. Never once did I mention that you have to move the rock. Your task was to push. And now that you come in with your strength spent, thinking that you have failed. But is that really so? Look at yourself. Your arms are strong and muscular. Your back shiny and brown. Your hands are calloused from constant pressure. Your legs have become massive and hard. Through opposition, I have grown you and made you stronger. And your abilities are now better than you used to have. True, you haven't moved the rock, but your calling was to be obedient and push against the rock. You were to exercise your faith and trust in my wisdom that you have done. Now, my friend, I will move the rock. In the same way, God doesn't expect us to move the mountains in our lives, but to have faith to know that it's He who moves the mountains. We listen and follow His leading and trust Him for the end result. When life has you between a rock and a hard place, maybe God is just saying, push, and He'll move the rock. He'll move the mountains. He'll move the stone. Whatever it is, don't be discouraged. Just push. Pray until something happens. God loves you and God has your back.